guys, I'm back with another video. This is just a quick video. It'll probably be a two-part video about my experience working at Starbucks, and just how I felt about the job in general and the interview process. Please look out for the second part because that's gonna be kind of like a story time ish video about working there, so it will be juicy. But yeah, just look out for the second part. But yeah, my experience working at Starbucks. I worked at Starbucks for, no lie, like 2.5 to 3 weeks. Sorry, hold on. I actually was hired to do early morning shifts, so I had to be there at 5 in the morning. I had to open the store. My interview process, I applied online. They asked you for like your top 5 locations that you would like to work at. But keep in mind, just because you put your top 5 locations, another store that is probably hiring is gonna call you once you put your application online. All the stores can see them, so it's not like you're just applying to those specific 5 stores. You're basically applying for all of the stores once you do the application. So another store had called me. Please don't judge me for having this hoodie on. It's really cold in my room and I'm kind of under the weather. I don't really feel that good. But I got called for my interview like a week and a half to 2 weeks later. I kind of forgot about it because honestly I didn't want to work for Starbucks, but my boyfriend kind of talked me into it because I was looking for a second job and he said I need to stop being picky, whatever. So I applied there. Like I said, I got called back and the manager just told me to come in and bring my resume, whatnot. She didn't specify how to dress, so I pretty much just took it upon myself to dress professionally with a little blazer and some like black skinny jeans or skinny pants and some flats. When I got there, she pretty much was dressing like how I'm dressing now, with a Gap pullover sweater and some jeans and some Jordans. And it was a girl before me that was interviewing with her in the lobby, so I can actually see them doing the interview process. And she had on like jeans and Jordans and a t-shirt. I was like, well, damn, I'm overdressed. But I guess it's better to be prepared, and like they say, your first impression does mean a lot. But the interview process, it was really cool. The manager was really chill. She was asking me like, well, what's your favorite Starbucks drink? What do you know about the company? What do you like about the company? When you come into Starbucks, what is something that you notice or something like that that you like, that makes us different from other coffee stores and whatever, baristas, whatever, you know what I mean. And then she had me go and pick a bag of coffee, because you know they sell bags of coffee, and try to sell it to her as if she was a customer. So she just told me to basically read the description of the coffee on the bag, take my time, try to memorize it, and then go up to her as if she was a customer and try to sell it to her. So I did that. I made a couple mistakes when I was reading, but she was just like, you know what, it's okay. You know, everybody makes mistakes sometimes, but you know, I was very energetic. So yeah, I got the job, and I had to do training. They give you 3 days training, I believe. Yeah. My training was actually with she wasn't a new girl at the company. She was working there for a while, but me and another girl, we were the first person that she ever trained. So she was brand new into training people. Like, she had never trained anybody before. And not saying that she didn't know what she was doing, but it was kind of like all over the place because she was like not very organized about the situation, if you know what I mean. They teach you the 5 basic drinks. Don't ask me what the fuck the 5 basic drinks are. I think it's like a latte, a frap, an Americano, and then like a white mocha, I think, or mocha, some shit like that, and then one more, I can't remember. Please be advised, you are gonna be overwhelmed. For whatever reason, they decided to train me in the afternoon when it was busy as shit, because that made sense. So she was explaining to me how to make these drinks, but it kind of went in one ear and out the other. It's just something that you gotta learn as you go. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to take time. But they're usually not gonna throw you at the bar. It's called the hot bar. They're not gonna throw you at the hot bar immediately, because that's more advanced. She taught me how to make frappuccinos, which is like the slushy coffee drinks. That was easy as hell. That shit's like the easiest stuff you can make. So I picked up on that really fast. And then everything else was me basically working at the warming station and whatnot. Like I said, I did open the store, so I had to be there early in the morning. I had to set up the display case, which took forever, because once I got comfortable with the actual display case, like a couple days after I got comfortable actually knowing where the things go, they switched it, because it was becoming fall time. So they switched, they sent like they gave me a printed out paper of how the display case should be, but it was hard to read because it was black and white and you couldn't tell what pastries was what and what needed to go where. So that was difficult. I had to date dot every fucking thing, which is basically all the new products that we got in the store or the day before. I had to put a date sticker on it, like, and put the date on it, so when we get inspected, they know if whether or not it's an old item or whatever the case may be. That took forever because I was literally doing it by myself. Mind you, we opened our store at 6 a.m. My store manager did not get to work until 7:30, so they wanted all of this to be done. I'm by myself with another girl, but she's on the register and doing hot bar, and then a supervisor who really honestly wasn't doing a fucking thing. In my opinion, they weren't doing a fucking thing. And I have to do the display case. I have to set up like the pastry. We have pastry bins where we put pastries in, so that way the next person who comes after I leave, they can have everything set up with that. They could just grab and put it in a bag and give it to the customer. They don't have to go in the back and look through the racks and stuff for pastries and whatnot. So I had to set that up. I had to date dot everything. I had to date dot sandwiches, pastries, the display case, whatever we had in the stock room had to have a date dot if it just came in. Then they show me support, which is basically you're running the fuck around all the time. You have, I think, 10 minutes, I think, and you have to make sure the condiment bar is clean, it's not messy. You have to make sure the milk is still cold. The little milk jugs that they keep so customers can like pour their own milk, you have to make sure it's cold and it's not low. You have to sweep the lobby. You have to make sure that the what is it called, like the little shelves where they keep the sandwiches and the juices and all other shit, like outside. You have to make sure that that's stocked and refilled constantly. You have to make sure that they have ice. You have to get ice from the back and bring it all the way to the front, and you have to do all of this within 10 minutes. And then once your 10 minutes is up, you gotta do the whole shit all over again. So you're constantly repeating the same steps. And I feel like my management, they didn't really have much patience with me. Like, I'm brand new. I don't really know much of everything. I'm still trying to get into the swing of things. And they really just didn't have much time to really, like, give me a second, like, let me figure this thing out. Like, I need to catch my own pace. And everybody, not to say that they were rude, like, I understand it's morning time and it's like the busiest thought, like, those are really busy hours. But like I said, I don't know everything. I just got here. They trained me on the register. Apparently, because I got hired with another girl as well. So me and her were new. According to everyone else, I was better at the register than she was. But I was still having trouble. Like, I didn't know that there was a button where you can actually put a venti. Like, if someone ordered a venti cup, I mean, like a tall drink, which is like a small, basically, it's a fucking small, whatever. If someone ordered a small drink, that there's an option where if they wanted it in a grande cup, which is the medium cup, you can actually put that. So I didn't know that there was an option, and I would just put a tall whatever drink. And then the customer would be upset, and they'll be like, well, I asked for a tall drink in a grande cup. And I'm just like, there's an option for that? Like, I didn't know. And they would get upset at me, like, oh, you're messing up the orders. And I'm just like, I didn't fucking know that. Like, okay, like, nobody told me this, so don't yell at me. But yeah, it was just really hectic. The manager was actually very rude. She had an attitude problem, and I had witnessed her on many occasions in the back room while I'm sitting right there, because there's no break room. Like, it's just the back room where they keep like the cups and the inventory and like the food, and then it was like a sink to wash stuff, and then a little ass corner with a computer and another computer where they had the tapes, the surveillance tapes rolling, and that was it. And she would be in the back while everyone else is back there talking shit about other employees. She's on the phone with other managers talking about other people, like other co-workers at other stores. Like, she would that's what she would literally be doing, taking personal phone calls from her son and whatnot. Like, bitch, I don't think that's what you get paid for, but whatever, I guess. But I'm gonna end this here, and then I'm gonna talk about when I quit and how I quit. So that's good. So please look out for that, okay? It'll be up.